If I'm going to see if I can remember what all my scraps are, it's only fitting that I'm wearing my Vertices Unite made with all my scrappy yarn.
Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome to A Loop Through a Loop. We have something a little different than the usual podcasts and the Knit Simply series. We're gonna do kind of like a leftover challenge. I have pulled out my basket of yarny leftovers and I'm gonna challenge myself to see if I can remember what they are, where they came from. If I can't remember them, then they gotta go bye-bye. So it's kind of like a nice little memory challenge and also a way to kind of clean out things. We'll see how I do. Mom brain is real. Let's do this. Okay, first thing right off the bat, this is linen quill in pink pop. Used this in my half wrap. I love this. This, like, my Rowan Alpaca Classic in that like satin colorway is like my #1 favorite yarn in this moment of time, and this linen quill is like my second, and not just in a specific colorway. I just really like the yarn. Next, this is a DK weight. This is linen quill in fingering. This is a DK weight from Expression Fiber Arts in the color Ho Ho Ho. I bought this when I first got back into knitting and I made a pair of mittens, and there's still quite a bit here. I just haven't figured out what to make with it. I think maybe a headband? I don't know. But Expression Fiber Arts, Ho Ho Ho, I don't think she makes it anymore. So there's that. Then there is some baby yarn. My brother and sister-in-law had gone to Colorado, and I can pull out, that's not it, somewhere in here. Here it is. No, that's not it. I know I have these two left that they bought for me at the Stitch and Den in Estes Park, Colorado to make some baby knits. I've been holding on to them and waiting. I need to just go ahead and knit up some baby things so then I have them ready. But yeah, this came from the Stitch and Den in Estes Park, Colorado, and I haven't used them yet, and I need to go ahead and use them. This blue yarn was handed down to me from my aunt, and again, really good yarn that could be used to make a baby blanket. I don't know where it came from, nor do I know what fiber it's made of. It says 100% DuPont Orlan. I don't know what that means. Clearly this is older yarn, but the yarn is still very soft. This yarn, I do not remember the name, but I know I got it at Magpie Yarns when it was open, and I used this to make my brother a hat for Christmas. And then I had enough left over that I knit it was one of the Swan Pas de Deux hats. I think it was the Odette hat I also made from this, and I still have this much left over. And like I said, I don't remember the name of the yarn, but it's a DK weight and it is a super wash, but I can't remember the name or anything, but I really like that yarn. This is also DK weight, Hello Gabriella, in the color, it's either cello or cider. I always get them confused. It doesn't matter what I do, I always confuse them. I have made fingerless mitts with these, and the other colorway I think this is cello, and I think I used cider to make Ho He Something in the Air because I had 2 skeins of that. 1 skein of this, I made a pair of fingerless mitts. Could be another headband, I don't know. I don't know. I could do something with the 2 of those together. I might set those to the side actually, because I think I just got an idea. This is a sport weight blue yarn I got this at Magpie Yarns, and it's called Wildcats. I can't remember the name of the hand dyer. It was somebody that dyed locally here in town. But this yarn is a yarn I will have forever. The only reason I haven't used more of it is because this is the yarn that I used to knit the kids fancy hens. Each of my kids, I knit them a fancy hen and use the same blue as the color work for all of them. So that's why I hold on to this, so that if we have any more kids, or eventually if I have grandkids and I make more fancy hens, they would all have the same blue yarn. This mohair and this giant wonder ball, I held these together to make my So Faded, except that I didn't fade it. But this is Knit Picks, Aloft, and Celestial. And this Wonder Ball was made using skeins in a kit from Cornbread and Honey, and it was her Starry Night kit. I made a shawl I made on the Spice Market by Melanie Berg, and then I also had enough left over to make that sweater. And now I have this much. Now I even have this mohair. I could make another birds of a feather. I don't know. Like I said, this is kind of like my play. Knit Picks Comfy Fingering. Had this left over from my Blue Christmas. Then I'm gonna pull all of these out because they were used on the same project. This is awkward to hold. Here we go. These all 4 are Yarn Bee Blended Bliss that they no longer make anymore. I really liked working with that yarn. I need to talk to my brothers-in-law and see how baby's holding up using his blanket. But I really enjoyed knitting with this, so much so that I bought 3 more skeins of the ivory color when it was on sale. Then I have, this is all I have left of my Spin Cycle Sunset Strip, which is in my shawl. It's also what I use for the color work for my stone crop pullover. These are leftovers, even like mini leftovers that came in the same Cornbread and Honey kit. So technically these should go together. Expression Fiber Arts Traditions. It's also in this section of this shawl. Expression Fiber Arts, but I don't remember the colorway. It is also in this section of this shawl. This is also Expression. I went on like an Expression Fiber Arts binge, I guess. This is what is the I-cord bind off for this shawl. This, for a minute, I thought, oh no, I'm gonna lose my first one, but I'm not. This is Stitch Together Studio, and I think the colorway is called Brain Freeze, and this is in this striped section of the shawl, and this is, I just said it, Stitch Together Studio, and I think this might be called Unicorn Fart. It is also, it's held, wait, it's in this section. It's in this section, held together with Smells Like Teen Spirit, also by Stitch Together Studio. I striped these 2 here, and since I'm on this shawl, we might as well finish it up. This is Stitch Together Studio. I don't remember the colorway, but it is held and striped these 2 together for this section and this section. And then this is 2 Irish Girls War of the Roses in this section. I love this color. And on the screen, it shows a little more blue than what it is in person. In person, it's mint with a little more green into it. It's not quite so blue and turquoisey in person. Okay, then this is like a blast from the past. So this is Rowan Alpaca Classic in a dark teal color. I used this to make Old School by Vera Valimaki for my mom. I love this color. Now I'm thinking I need to work and save up some money to get more of this. This is Christy Archer Designs in Good Vibrations. How pretty would that be together? Oh, chartreuse in teal. I like that. I knit a hat with this. I can't remember which hat. I think it was So This Is Love. Pretty sure it was So This Is Love. But anyway, this feels amazing. Again, I have enough that I need to think of what I can make with it. This is leftover from my white sweater inspired by the ballet. I have Knit Picks Aloft in just their white, and then Knit Picks Palette in Bare. So there's a lot here. I can do so much with that. Then I have Yarn Bee Rapology Hues, which has also been discontinued. I have it in Sunday Denim and April Bouquet. There's enough here that I can make another dish tee, which I think I might, because it's just kind of easy to whip up. But knowing myself the way I do, I might play around with the pattern because I can't help myself. I still have a full skein and approximately a half of Lions brand Ferris Wheel in Pink Marmalade. I originally used this in my Ghost Horses by Caitlin Hunter, and also I use this as color work in Pink Velvet by Andrea Mowry that ended up as a pillow. And I also have Lions brand Ferris Wheel and in the blue color. I think it's called Blue Moon or Full Moon. But I originally bought this to make Ghost Horses again, but this time in a blue and gray since we were in Kentucky. I have since gotten rid of both of those sweaters just because I was ready to move on. And my basket's clean. I mean, good on me for remembering where it all came from. And for the most part, there's nothing that's like completely eluded me. So that's nice. I guess I better start knitting my scraps. That's everything. That's all my scraps. I guess I get to keep them all and now I need to use them. Surely I can think of something to do with them. Maybe I can make some scrappy socks. I need to start experimenting with sock patterns, but I have some gift knitting and other bigger projects that I feel a desire and a tug to get done. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for checking out this weird, goofy challenge, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.